know about?
Oh yes, Dragonborn. Indeed, yes. Oh, this changes everything, of course. There's no time to lose. We must locate. Let me show you. I know I had it here somewhere.
Esbern, what?
Give me just a moment. Here it is. Come, let me show you. You see, right here, Skyhaven Temple. Constructed around one of the main Alduin's Wall. It's located, not lost, you see, just forgotten.
So you think that Alduin's Wall will tell us how to defeat Alduin?
Well, yes, but no guarantee.
Skyhaven Temple it is then.
Oh,
Here we go.
someone do something! Need a ride? All right then.
Get it. Kill him. This should go.
Fight!
That's the end of that.
What happened?
The power of the dragon beast.
Alduin cannot ignore
Need a
this
ride?
for long.
I can take you to... Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Ready to go yet?
Lead on to Skyhaven Temple.
How are the new breeds getting along with my dogs?
Haven't attacked each other yet. Good signs.
Let's keep moving. Lead on to Skyrim Temple. This is the end for you.
Never should have come here. You're nothing. Back off.
I was just getting warmed up. It's promising.
think we must be close to the end.
Wonderful, remarkably well preserved. Ah, here's the blood seal, another of the lost Akaviri arts, no doubt triggered by, well, blood. Your blood, Dragonborn. Look here. You see how the ancient blades revered Reman Cyrodiil? This whole place appears to be a shrine to Reman. He ended the Akaviri invasion under mysterious circumstances, you recall?
Esbern's probably right. Try using your blood on the carved seal on the floor. It's coming to life. After you, Dragonborn. You should have the honor of being the first to see the open stuff.
There's no telling what we might find inside. Almost entirely intact. Isn't it amazing? Ah, thank you. Excellent. Now, where were we? Isn't it amazing? Ah, of course. Not everyone has an appreciation for the artistic wonders of the world. Ah, here it is. Aldrin's Isn't it amazing? Ah, let me see if I can find
Does
the
it show
right
how we
panel.
defeated him? Isn't that why we're here?
Patience, my dear. The Akaviri were not a straightforward people. Everything is couched in allegory, mythic symbolism. Yes, yes. This here, coming from the mouths of the Nord heroes, this is the Akaviri symbol for shout. But there's no way to know what shout is meant.
You mean they used a shout to defeat Alduin? You're sure?
Oh, yes. Presumably something rather specific to dragons. Or even Alduin himself. Remember, this is where they recorded all they knew of Alduin and his return.
So we're looking for a shout then. Damn it. You ever heard of such a thing? A shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky? I was afraid you were going to say that. I guess there's nothing for it. We'll have to ask the Greybeards for help. I hope to avoid involving them in this, but we have no other choice. Right. Good thing they've already let you into their little cult. Not likely they'd help Esbern or me if we came calling. We'll look around Skyhaven Temple and see what else the old blades might have left for us. It's a better hideout than Talos guard you.
Look here, in the third panel. The prophecy which brought the Akaviri to Tamriel in the first place, in search of the Dragonborn. Here are the Akaviri, the blades. You see their distinctive long swords. Now they need their ancient mission fulfilled, as the last Dragonborn contends with Alduin at the end of time. Are you paying attention, Nephew? You might learn something from our own history.
Sky, guard you. Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to? The Blades, of course. They have always sought to turn the... Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes? No, no, of course not. Forgive me, Dragonborn. I have been intemperate with you. But heed my warning. The Blades may say they serve the Dragonborn, but they do not. They never have. No, I cannot teach it to you, because I do not know it. It is called Dragonrend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice. Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that. You weren't ready, you still aren't ready. But, thanks to the Blades, you now have questions that only Paarthurnax can answer. He is our leader. He surpasses us all in his mastery of the way of the voice. He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege. Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax. I will show you how to open the... Follow me. I will show you how to open the path to Paarthurnax. Wind, guide you. Perhaps not. Have you considered those who... If the world is meant to end, so be it. Let it end and be reborn. Sky above, voice within. Look. Far. Core. I will grant you my understanding of clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragonborn. Use it well. Clear skies, it will blow away the mist, but only for a time. The path to Paarthurnax is...
Look! Look!
Greetings, Wunderneek. I am Parthenax. Who are you? What brings you to my Strunmach, my mountain? They see me as master. Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Drem. Patience. By long tradition, the Elder speaks first. Hear my Thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it, if you are Dovahkiin. Why do you intrude here, if not for Tinvak? Understand fire as the Dove do. Now, show me what you can do. Greet me not as mortal, but as So, what would you ask of me? Ah, you would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Alduin Comate tea. But I do your kind, Jor, mortals, our Hadrime, our Drem, all in good time. First, yes, but why? Why must you stop out? Kostids. Do you have no better reason for and so Desmot Alduin and he but you have do you know why I live here at the peak of the Monaven? True. Varucht uns. The Nords. It was the Kell. How it is the Kell. But this is which is why I have lived here. Tid, if you with the you could learn Dragonrend from those who created Crosis. You are likely better informed. Trust your instincts, Dovahkiin. Your blood will show you the way. Drem Yolok. Speak. I will listen. Lok Thum.
So, you spoke to Parthenax. Did he tell you what you wanted to know? Well, so be it. If he believes it is necessary, we have never concerned ourselves with the scrolls. As for where to find it, such blasphemies are... They may be able to tell you something about the Elder Scroll you seek. Wind.
I can take you to any of the hold. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off.
been another dragon attack.
It's about casting spells all day.
Don't just walk away from me. Where do you think you're going?
Bridge. The way is dangerous, and the gate will not open. Oh, forgive me. Most who arrive here do so because they have heard of the college beforehand. This is the College of Winterhold, a safe haven for mages in Skyrim, a place of wisdom and arcane knowledge. Perhaps, but what is it you expect to find within? Do you? It is true there, but what you seek does... It would seem that the college has what not just anyone is allowed in. A small test, if you will. Dragonborn? It's been so long since we've had any contact with the Greybeards. Do you really have the voice? I would be most impressed to see that. How did you do that? Greetings. Welcome. If you can pass the test, then yes. Dragonborn? It's been so long since we've... I would be most... So the stories are true. You are Dragonborn.
I need to ask you to stop. Good. Glad we straightened that.
If it's true, and you do have the voice... Would you mind sharing? I've never seen it firsthand. So the stories are true. You are Dragonborn. Normally, you'd need to show some... I think there is much that... I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside, you'll want to speak with Mirabelle Irvine, our master wizard. Please, follow me. So the stories are true. You are Dragonborn. Normally, you'd need to show some aptitude with one of the schools of magic. But you... I think there is much that we can learn from each other.
Even with the college's laid-back attitude, there are still some things that are off-limits.
I believe I've made myself rather clear.
Yeah.
You are now in the arc. Disrupt my arc. Now, do you require assistance? And what do you plan to do with it? Do you even... I knew it. Everyone comes in here expecting my help, but they don't... An Elder Scroll isn't... To read an Elder Scroll, a person must... Even so, the Divines usually take the reader's sight as a price. Ah. You think that it would be kept under the highest security? The greatest thief? What about? Wait. Are you? Were you the one the Greybeards were calling? I'll bring everything we have on them, but it's not much. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture. Mm-hmm.
Here you go. Hey. Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. It's going to... Aye, that's the work of Sep. He's the world's man. He's been gone for a long while. Somewhere up north. He said he found... haven't heard from him since.
I believe I've made myself rather clear.
Yes, of course. I'm simply trying to understand the reasoning behind the decision.
You may be used to the Empire bowing to your every whim, but if you find a flower, simply such
What? Nexus! What? Nexus! What? Nexus! What? Nexus! What? Nexus! What?
When the top level was built, well, the Empire. But I cannot go to it, not here. Well, on the cosmological scale, one block lifts the... Luck in the depth. Have you heard of... But not all. Two things. The route, the edge. Fine. Trust Septimus. He knows you can know.
Or to believe I ever complained about Riften being cold.
What? Nexus! What? Nexus! What? Nexus! What? Nexus! What? No! What? Nexus! What? Nexus! What? Nexus! What? What? No! What? Nexus! What? No!
What do you need, handsome?
Wood, Nexus! Wood, Nexus! Wood! Wood, Nexus! Wood, Nexus! Wood Nexus! Wood Nexus! Wood Nexus!
Over here!
I'm going to put you down.
Death awaits you.
Fus Ro Door! Fus Ro Door! Fus Ro Door!
Now ain't this a surprise?
You have it. The Kell, the Elder Scroll. Tidkrech Kalos. Time shudders at its top. There is no question.
Storm Lane! We're running out of time. The battle...
Dar Sulthursi Alduin decree. Today Alduin's lordship will be restored. But I honor your courage. Krif Wolf Akrin. Die now in vain.
Have you no thought beyond the blooding of your blade?
What else is there?
The battle below goes ill. If Alduin does not rise to our challenge, I fear all may be lost.
You worry too much, brother. Victory will be ours.
Why does Alduin hang back? We've staked everything on this plan of yours, old man.
He will come. He cannot ignore our defiance. And why should he fear us, even now?
We blooded him well. 4 of his kin have fallen to my blade alone this day.
But none have yet stood against Alduin himself. Golthor, Sori, Birka.
They did not have Dragonrend. Once we bring him down, I promise, I will have his head.
You do not understand. Alduin cannot be slain like a lesser dragon. He is beyond our strength. Which is why I brought the Elder Scroll.
Feldir, we agreed not to use it.
I never agreed. And if you are right, I will not need
we
it.
will deal with Alduin ourselves. Here and now.
We shall see soon enough. Alduin approaches.
You have it. The Kell, the Elder Scroll. Tidkrech Kalos. Time shudders at it. Touch. There is no
Gormley! Running out of time.
Say Alduin Ukri. Today Alduin's lordship will be restored. But I honor your courage. Krifwolf Akri. Die now in vain.
For Skyrim!
Glorious day, is it not?
Have you no thought beyond the blooding of your blade?
What else is there?
Battle below goes ill. If Alduin does not rise to our challenge, I fear all may be lost.
You worry too much, brother. Victory will be ours.
Why does Alduin hang back? We've staked everything on this plan. He will come. He cannot ignore our defiance. And why should he fear us, even now?
We blooded him well. Four of his kin have fallen to my blade alone this day.
But none have yet stood against Alduin himself. Both Sori, Birker.
They did not have Dragonrend. Once we bring him down, I promise, I will have his head.
You do not understand. Alduin cannot be slain like a lesser dragon. He is beyond our strength. Which is why I brought the Elder Scroll.
Veldin, we agreed not to use it.
I never agreed. You are right. I will not need it.
We will deal with Alduin ourselves. Fear it now.
We shall see soon enough. Alduin approaches.
Look!
Soon Parthrax. My power has waxed, while yours has waned. Av Uvdir, join me and perish with your mortal friends. Unshat Hokoran, never again. Ruthvan Nidarinshur. Bring him to gold with Dragonren. You may have picked up the weapons of my ancient foes, but you are not their equal. Now, Dovahkiin. Now he is Nismul, Dovahkiin. You have become strong. But I am Alduin, firstborn of Akatosh, Malagis Zoklat. I cannot be slain here by you or anyone else. You cannot prevail against me. I will outlast you, mortal.
We heard the Dragonren shout from here. You defeated him? The old tales say that he is able to travel into Sovngarde to devour the souls of the dead. They don't say how he does. Yes, there is one possibility. Do you know its name is no accident. The palace was originally built to hold a captive dragon. You might be able to. You'd require the Jarl's. You must trust in the rightness of your cause and the strength of your voice. Sky above.
You look awful. Better not get me sick.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend. I must have misheard you. I thought you asked me to help you trap a dragon in my palace. Of course. You already saved Whiterun from that dragon. I owe you a great deal. But I don't understand. Why let a dragon into the heart of my city when we've been working so hard to keep them out? Alduin, the World Eater himself. But how can we fight him? Doesn't his return mean it's the end times? I don't know about such things, but I heard the Greybeard summon you. That's good enough for me. Now what's this nonsense about trapping a dragon in my palace? I want to help you, Dragonborn, and I will, but I need your help first. Ulfric and General Tullius are both just waiting for me to make a wrong move. Do you think they will sit idle while the dragon is slaughtering my men and burning my city? No. I can't risk Then I would be glad to help you with your mad dragon-trapping scheme, but getting both sides to agree to a truce will be difficult at this point. If the Greybeards were willing to host a peace council, aye, Dragonborn, maybe you can stop the dragons and this war into the bargain.
I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward.
High above. You misunderstand our authority. The Greybeards have... I see. The dragon will lead you to... Paarthurnax has made the... Even the Grey... We will see if they still remember us. Sky?
Fletching suits me. It's difficult and sometimes tedious.
I'm not interested, Jerry. It doesn't matter how many times you ask.
You might want to rethink that. You're missing out on some wonderful opportunities working in the fall.
I don't abide fancy
What is it? Are my men now giving free rein to anyone who wanders into the castle? Do you have some reason to be here, citizen? The Greybeards? What do those old hermits want with me? Why, there's nothing to discuss as long as that traitor Ulfric is in arms against his rightful emperor. They are getting to be a problem, but I wasn't sent to Skyrim to fight dragons. My job is to quell this rebellion, and I intend to do just that, dragons or no dragons. You may have a point. It's getting difficult to even move troops around without attracting a dragon attack. By all accounts, the Stormcloaks are suffering just as badly. Even Ulfric might see the sense of a truce under these conditions. Yes, fine. I'll come to this Greybeard Council. For all the good it will do.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
He'd be insane to try.
You're that one from the college. Heard about you.
I've been looking for you. Let's see here. A letter. Looks like that's it. Got to go. Nope. Sorry.
What? Nakas!
Careful.
What? No!
The voice of the Dragonborn. I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken
What?
fools.
Nakas! What? Nakas! What? Nakas!
Need a I can take you to any of the hole. Where do you want to go? Climbing back and we'll be off.
What? Nakas! What? Nakas! What? Nakas! What? No!
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
What? Nakas!
Then it's true. What do you want to say?
Nakas!
Die, Growlard, die! So... Finally! It worked! I did the Black Sacrament over and over with the body and the thing. It took so long. My mom, the headmistress. So I ran away and came home and performed the Black Sacrament. Now you're here and you could kill Grow. You did. This is the best. Oh, and please, take this as payment. It's an old family heirloom. It's supposed to be pretty valuable. It should fetch you a nice price. Thank you again. I'll go back to the orphanage in a while. I'll give them time to, you know, clean up the mess.
Balgruuf won't give us a straight answer.
What? Nah! He's a true Nord. Only the foolish or the... Do I know you? Is that so? Ah, yes. You were with us at Helgen. Destined for the chopping block, if I'm not mistaken. A fair point. Well, you've come to the right place then. Speak with Galma. I'm always looking for it. See? So long as your criminal past stays in the past, and you fight for me with honor and integrity, we'll welcome you into our ranks. Speak with Galmar. He'll size you. It's about time they turned their gaze from the heaven. I have the greatest respect for the Greybeards, of course. And the dragon attacks are a growing plague. But the political... I can't afford to appear weak. I can't agree to... I'll do it. The world... Even Tullius may be forced to talk sense in... Yes, I'll... And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
So, you've done it. The men of violence are gathered here, in these halls, and I should not have agreed to host this council. The Greybeards have no business involving ourselves in some peace. I doubt it. They're not yet done, but regrets. Take your seat at the council table.
Arngeir,
Let us see
is
what
it?
wisdom we can find
You know
among
why
these
we're here.
warriors of
Are you going to
Skyrim.
let us in or not?
You are not invited here. You're not welcome here.
We have as much right to be at this council as all of you. More, actually, since we were the ones that put the Dragonborn on this path.
Now that everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin. I hope that we have all come here in the spirit
You
of...
insult us by bringing her to this negotiation? Your chief Talos hunter?
That didn't take long.
Here, here.
I have every right to be at this negotiation. I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere. Perhaps this would be a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this matter.
By Izmir's beard. The nerve of those Imperial bastards, eh? To think that I would sit down at the same table with that. Valmore bitch. Either she walks or I do. Maybe so, but bringing her here is a deliberate provocation. Tullius needs to know I won't be pushed around. It feels like a mistake to me. But I'll bow to your judgment on this. But she is to observe, nothing more. We are not negotiating with her. Is that clear?
Ulfric, why so hostile? After all, it's not the Thalmor that's burning your farms and killing your sons.
She's supposed to be on our side?
You know exactly... No. Not this time.
Now that that's settled, may we proceed?
I have something to say first.
Here we go.
The only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the dragon menace. There's nothing else to talk about. Unless the Empire is finally ready to renounce its unjust claim to rule over the free people of Skyrim.
I knew he wouldn't be able to resist.
A temporary truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons, nothing more. I consider even talking to the Empire a generous gesture.
Are you done? Did you just come here to make speeches, or can we get down to business?
Yes, let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed? Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar, and do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
Yes, let's get down to it. We want control of Markarth. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
So that's why you're here, Ulfric? You dare to insult the Greybeards by using this council to advance your own position?
Jarl Elisif.
General, this is outrageous. You can't be taking this demand seriously. I thought we were here to discuss a truce.
Elisif, I said I'd handle it. Ulfric, you can't seriously expect us to give up Markarth at the negotiating table. You hoped to gain in council what you've been unable to take in battle, is that it?
I'm sure Jarl Ulfric does not expect something for nothing.
Yes, that'd be entirely out of character.
Want in return?
Wait, General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to that traitor?
This is how the Empire repays us for our loyalty?
Enough. First, let's be clear. This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time. You are a traitor to the Empire, and deserve a traitor's death. But I at least will negotiate in good faith. Since we're all here at your request, I'd like to hear what you think Markarth is worth. In exchange for Markarth, the source of most of Skyrim's silver. Hardly. Riften seems like a better choice to me. Well fortified, easily resupplied from across Lake Honric, plus all the mead we can drink. I'm glad you agree. I was starting to wonder whose side you were on here. You heard the man, Ulfric. We've made you a fair offer. Are you serious about these talks, or are you just here to posture?
I expected better from you, Dragonborn. I came here in good faith, and now it seems you help the Empire at every turn. As for you, General Tullius, I see now that Galmar was right. Talking to the Empire is just as useless as ever. If you think you can hold Markarth, you're as deluded as your Emperor when he signed away our freedom to the Thalmor. Skyrim will never again bow to your false empire. Let's go, Galmar. I should have listened to you in the first place.
You always were a fool, Ulfric. You're no better at diplomacy than you are in the battlefield.
Stop! Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your petty disagreements? Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me. And I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
A very pretty speech. But what does it
Shut
have
up.
to do with the...
If he's right about Alduin, we both have just as much to lose here, Tullius. Remember that. Now, back to the matter at hand. Don't hand me a mug of sheep's piss and call it mead. These terms are still not acceptable.
I'm sure you have something in mind.
Damn right we do.
You surrender Hjalmarch to us, and take Idgrod Ravencrone with you. Sorely the Builder will take over as Jarl of Morthal.
Where do these demands stop, Ulfric? Do you expect me to surrender all of Skyrim?
It seems I have no choice but to let the Dragonborn decide. Although I'm starting to doubt your fairness. What say you, Dragonborn? Even the Dragonborn betray Skyrim. These terms are not acceptable. You know that.
I'm listening.
Don't play dumb, Tullius.
Bah, this is a waste of time. I can see that we won't get better terms from this council. So be it. The Sons of Skyrim at least put the greater good above our own interests.
It seems we may have an agreement. Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, these are the terms currently on the table. Markarth will be handed over to Ulfric's forces, Jarl Igmund will step down, and Thangvor Silverblood will become the Jarl of Markarth. The Stormcloaks will withdraw from the rift, allowing Imperial troops unhindered access. Jarl Leila Lawgiver will step down, and Maven Blackbriar will become the Jarl of Riften. You both agree to this?
I shouldn't agree to terms that so blatantly favor the Empire. I have no choice, though, under the circumstances. But once Alduin is defeated, then it will be the Empire's turn. Remember Evgir Unsla. You should be pleased, Elisif. You've done well for yourself as the Empire's pet Jarl. But beware, the Empire's loyalty is fickle. They will tire of this war, and then I will be the one dictating terms to you.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. I appreciate your loyalty. The Empire can live with these terms, yes, for a temporary truce, until the dragon menace is dealt with. After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning. Count on it.
Come on, Galmar. We have a lot of work to do.
Giving up Markarth is a heavy price for this truce, Dragonborn. I hope it was worth it.
Jarl Balgruf, I assume you are familiar with the Dragonborn
I'm afraid there's a
plan.
problem. A serious one. I've discovered who the Greybeard's leader really... All well and good. But did you know that it's true? The blade... Justice demands that he done. I anticipated the problem. While you... And I'm cross-referencing this with Del... Don't... By calling the dragon with the voice, he's not compared. You... I think it's very likely that... Oda
Yes. I'm ready to do my
We
part.
have nothing to talk about until Paarthurnax. Make your choice, Dragonborn. You're either... Here's the big thing. We can't afford to give Paarthurnax the...
Just say the word.
Yes?
And my
What
men
is
will
it?
help you spring
Justice can be hard. Paarthurnax... True, whether or not he has truly Very
The
good.
difficulty remains how to lure a dragon to Dragon's Reach at all. I fear this truce. Now you see why I've warned you against them. Yes, but understand, if not for Paarthurnax, Alduin could not have been overthrown. Kinnerith has placed the voice of wisdom within you, Dragonborn. All you need do is learn to listen. Yes, if not for Paarthurnax, Kinnereth has placed the voice of wisdom within you, Dragonborn. All you need do is learn to listen to it, and your path will be clear.
Yes? What is it?
Breath.
Very good.
I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward.
We're ready, Dragonborn. As I promised. My men stand ready. My men know what to do. Make sure you do your part. I'm putting my city in your hands. Undercover until it's down.
Ulbonar. You Pinsir Alduin, Renik Vaza. An apt phrase. Alduin Boval. One reason I came to your call, many of us have begun to question among ourselves, of course. Once Lad Kroos, he has been lost ofan Hinlan. Serve you? No. Crosis. Only this. Of course. I could fly you. Onikan Korra. And you can free me. And I will carry you to Skaldafin.
Something to you sure about that? You want your funeral? Someone else is gonna have to help you get him back in there again. Get ready to open
Sir,
the trap.
you have no idea how long I have waited for such an opportunity.
It seems like a really bad idea to me.
Carry on, soldier. This is all part of the Dragonborn's plan.
Was nu? Dini dein Rufe Astral. Saran Uth, I await your command as prop. Zuk Brit Oth. I Amativ Mubokotin Stinselok. This is as far as I can
Sure.
take.
What? Nakas! What? What? Nah! What? Nakas! What? Nah! What? Nah! What? Nah! What? Nah! What? Nakas! What? What? Nakas! What? Nakas! What? Nah! What? Nakas! What? Nakas! What? Nah! What? Nakas! What? Nakas! What? What? Nah! What? Nakas! What? Nah! Skull Dolphin! Skull Dolphin and Costino. Skull Dolphin! Skull Dolphin!
Good.
What brings you, Wayfarer? To wander here in Sovngarde, Soul's End. A fateful errand. No few have chafed to face the worm since first, but sure restrained our wrathful onslaught. Perhaps deep. No ship. By what right do you request? Ah. It's been too long since last I faced, living or dead. By decree of shore, none may pass this perilous bridge. You fought well. I find you will.
Welcome, Dragonborn. By shot, but 3 Gormlaith, the fearless, glad-hearted in battle. Hekon, the valiant, heavy-handed warrior. Feldir, the old, far-seeing and grim. The 3 await for 100
For you,
for 100
Alwyn's doom is now ours to seal. Just speak the word, and with high hearts, you'll hasten forth to smite the worm wherever he lurks.
The endless
Hold
wait
us counsel
Alduin's
take
doom.
before battle
His
is
death or
blindly
ours.
joined. Alduin's mist is more than a snare. Its shadowy gloom is his
Endless
shield
wait
and cloak.
gives way to battle. Alduin's doom. His
Alduin
death or
escaped
ours.
us
Endless
long ago.
wait gives way to
Today
battle.
we take
And
our
Alduin's
well
doom.
for
Way to
100
battle.
lifetimes,
Or ours.
my
Alduin's
heart
doom.
burned
His
for
death
vengeance.
or ours.
Eyes of shore upon you. Defeat Alduin.
Look! 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 Look!
Cannot fight the foe in this.
Look!
Clear skies! Combine our shouts!
Does his strength have no end? Is our struggle in vain?
Stand fast! His strength is failing. Once more and his
Look!
might will... The endless wait gives way
ready to rejoin the living. Just bid me so. Return now to me. This rich
All
boon
hail the
traded.
Dragonborn! Hail him with
A shout
great praise!
to bring a hero from Sovngarde in your hour of need.
It is done. Alduin. Indeed. His doom was written when he claimed for himself the lordship that but I cannot celebrate his fall. Zultiraz Ach and so you fulfill. Perhaps now you have. Perhaps you be. But I forget. You have won. Savor your triumph, Dovahkiin. This is not the last of what you will write upon the coast of time.
I can see it in your eyes. You've seen the land of the gods. Does this mean it is done? Is Alduin truly defeated? Perhaps. Perhaps not. He may be permitted to but that is for the gods. You've shown yourself. We are all... Perhaps. Perhaps not. Dragons are not like normal mortal creatures, and Alduin is unique. He may be permitted to return at the end of time to fulfill, but that is for the gods to decide. You have done your part. Wind, guide you.
We heard the news from Whiterun that you left the city on the back of a dragon. That's a little showy, even for you. I'm going to check that out. I've got one!
I wasn't looking for trouble.
Since you're still alive, I assume you have good... Gods above, that's better news than I had hoped. When you walked into my inn that day, I never imagined where it would all lead. Dragons out of legend. If they had their... The Greybeards are... Think about it. No. Trust me, there is no need to be afraid. The Blades have always... Now are... Together, we're going to stop these dragons if we have to put... Make your choice, Dragonborn. Here's the big... We can't afford to give Parthenax the...
You've done it. Just as the prophecy said. I knew you would do it. I believed in you, and yet I still didn't think I'd live to see this day.
Did you need something? Justice can be harsh, but it is still justice. Parthenax deserves...
Oath as blades.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Yeah, got this note. Don't know. Creep. Looks like that's it. Got to go. Looks like that's it. Got to go. Nope. Sorry.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off.
hey there. You here to join the Dawn Guard too? Truth is, I'm a little nervous. I don't think I've been anything like this before. I hope you don't mind if I walk up with you. Hey, don't tell me these photos. I'm afraid I'm leaving by myself. That's the first impression.
Why are you here, Tolan? The Vigilance and I were finished with each other a long time ago.
You know why I'm here. The Vigilants are under attack everywhere. The vampires are much
So who
more
are you?
dangerous than we believed.
What do you want? You heard right. I'm glad word's finally starting. I need someone out in the... Tolan was telling me about some cave the Vigilants were poking around in.
The vampires
Seemed to think
are
it was
much
related
more
to these recent
dangerous than
vampire
we ever
attacks.
dreamed.
Tolan,
The
tell them
Dawn
about
Guard is
what
the
was it?
only hope
Dim
now.
Hollow.
Yes, that's it. Dim Hollow Crypt. Brother Adelwald was sure it held some long-lost vampire artifact of some kind. We didn't listen to him any more than we did Isram. He was at the hall when it was attacked.
That's good enough for me. Go see what the vampires
I'll
were
meet
looking
you in
for
Dim
this
Hollow
Dim
Crypt.
Hollow Crypt.
I
With
owe
any
these
luck,
vampires.
they'll still be there.
Never know when to give up. I thought we'd taught them enough of a lesson at their hall.
To come in here alone. Fool like all the rest of them.
He fought well there. Jet on and press off when you know. What's that?
Now it's like mine.
Just a taste.
Long... the Jarl. The title of Thane is an honor. Lead the way. Still here. I'll head back home if you need me.
Who sent you here? Where is... I was expecting someone from my family. I don't recognize you. Are you one of my father's little acolytes? He's a very powerful man. Or he was at one point. I'm surprised another vampire hasn't heard of him. You think I can't tell my own kind? I smelled you almost before my eyes were open. That's... But if you want to know the whole story, help me get back to my family's home. My family used to live... By the way, my name is Serana. Good to meet you. Not going to happen. I think I'll hang on to my things, thank you. Good question. I feel like it was a long time. Who? Oh, wonderful. A war of succession. Good to know the world didn't get boring while I was gone. Who are the contenders? Empire? What empire? Cyrodiil is the seat of an empire? I must have been gone longer than I thought. Please, let's hurry. I need to get home so I can figure out what's happened. Where'd you come from? This feels like the right way. I'm starting to worry. So good to breathe again. Even in this weather, it's better than the cave. I'm no fan of the sun, but it would be better than this. Let's get indoors. Or in a cave. Anywhere, just out of this. This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
I shall guide you unto find it and return here. And great shall be your
Halt! That's privileged information. Now, move along. Until next time. Never should have... Ha! Found you!
I'll see you burn. I'll end your miserable life.
What was that?
Who's there?
Come on! I'm going to put you down!
That'll teach you. Who's there? I knew I heard something.
Dead.
I knew I heard something.
touch it!
I've got to get out of here.
Huh?
Who's there?
Done.
That's it. Out there to the north.